Hi everyone, welcome to my video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how I lost fat, how I got fit, and how I changed my mindset. And believe me, this is one of those videos, if you're watching this video from starting till the end, you will be getting to know a lot of things which actually helped me to stay on track. So before I start with the video, I want to just give you a little bit background about me, how I started my fitness journey. I'll attach the pictures in this video and you will know that this is how I used to look like when I started back in 2016. And then for a brief period I was lifting, I was eating really well. I gained decent muscle mass, but eventually during the time of lockdown I got married. So many things were happening in my life. We stayed in the lockdown throughout the year and we actually celebrated our first anniversary in the lockdown. When the lockdown actually ended, I came out like this. It's been a journey. So much has happened in that duration, but I'm happy that we came out. If you are someone who is planning to start your fitness journey, most of the time people make a very random mistake and they do not make a realistic goal for themselves. अगर आपका goal है कि you want to get fit, make a realistic goal, something which is like practically possible. I will give you an example. A goal people make sometimes which is so unrealistic that okay, I want to lose 20 kgs in 3 months because my wedding is coming up, because my brother is getting married. Do not make a goal where you have to lose a lot of weight or you have to lose a lot of fat in a very short span, because chances are जब वो period खत्म होगा, ठीक है आपने अगर loss कर भी लिया, what after that? There is no guarantee that you would be able to maintain what you have lost. Setting a realistic goal, a realistic timeline is also very important. You make a goal which is practically possible. You make a goal that from today onwards or from tomorrow onwards, I will make sure that I am including 1 serving of protein in every meal I eat. I will make sure I strength train at least 4 times in a week. I'll make sure that I'm physically active. I'll make sure that my meals at home, do not give excuses after a certain period. Right? So make goals like these because these goals are achievable. At the same time, जब आप उनको achieve करते हो, you feel also very happy that you have achieved them. Setting a goal for a छोटा सा duration and then working really hard to achieve it and then getting impatient because वो achieve नहीं हो रहा है and the timeline is very short because you know that वो बहुत tough है and you are beating yourself up, you are demotivated because वो timeline ख़त्म होने लगा है और आप अभी तक halfway भी नहीं आए हो. It only puts you in a situation where you do not appreciate what you are doing. Which is why setting a very realistic goal with a realistic timeline is the most important thing, and most of the people actually do it wrong. Number 2 is create a routine for yourself. And routine is simple. It could be anything. You don't have to have a very fancy routine. Okay, waking up in the morning, you are having green smoothie, and then you are going on a walk, you are writing your journal. Make a very simple routine that, okay, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll make sure that I'm getting my workout done, either in the morning time or in the evening time. I have to dedicate at least 30-40 minutes for some physical activity. And then you make sure that you are eating most of your meals at home. And you fix the time of those meals that, okay, मेरा breakfast इस time होने वाला है, मेरा lunch इस time होने वाला है, मेरा dinner अब होगा. Also set a routine in terms of what food choices you would have. These are the food items I want to eat today. And I'll pretty much try to stick to it. Make a routine in a way that you know that कि रात में इस time मुझे सोना है and by this time in the morning I have to wake up. और ये long run में भी बहुत achievable होता है. तो वो इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं है कि व्हाट द अदर पर्सन इज डूइंग वही आपको करना पड़ेगा. पॉइंट नंबर 3 इज यू क्रिएट अ बैलेंस. यू शुड प्रायोरिटाइज योर डाइट. आई एग्री, बट यू शुड ऑल्सो प्रायोरिटाइज दोज डेज व्हेन यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग योर डाइट. यू आर बीइंग जस्ट माइंडफुल अबाउट व्हाट यू आर ईटिंग एंड यू आर नॉट ट्रैकिंग एवरीथिंग यू आर ईटिंग. यू नो व्हाट, दिस बैलेंस कैन बी क्रिएटेड बाय डूइंग वेरी सिंपल थिंग्स. चूज योर डेज व्हेन यू वांट टू ईट आउट. Follow your diet to the T for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and once you realize that okay, I have gotten decent result, आप एक meal plan कर लो that you are eating out, right? And in that meal you can literally have anything. But this is something which is happening maybe once in 3 weeks or once in 4 weeks, and this is something which is not happening out of guilt. This is happening because you planned it really well. So this is how you're creating and you're normalizing eating out. Point number 4 is you eat at home. I mean, I cannot stress enough how important is to learn cooking, right? को cooking आती है तो you can make literally anything at home. Whatever fancy food items or whatever food you want to eat outside, you can literally make it at home in your calories. 2 चीज़ें होंगी, you will not be eating out and you will not be in a situation where you do not know how many calories you end up eating when you go out and eat. It actually gives you a flexibility to make something very low in calories. आप बाहर जाओगे, you're getting something मे बी इन 1000 कैलोरीज, बट को पता है कि वो चीज़ शायद अगर आप सीख लो कुकिंग तो आप वो चीज़ घर में मे बी हाफ कैलोरी से बना सकते हो. मे बी easier that you can literally stick to your diet for as long as you want to. And it actually happened with me. I remember I used to hate cooking when I was growing up. In my teenage years, my mother used to tell me, सीख लो cooking, काम आएगा, काम आएगा. And I used to hate this statement कि काम आएगा आगे जाके. But I realized that it's a skill which you learn over the period of time and you get better at it. When I started my journey, actually it helped me. I know what I wanted to eat and how I can make it. And still till today I try to cook my meals on my own if there is a chance, though I don't really enjoy doing cooking, but there is something and I want to eat and I know that वो बाहर जाके ही मिलता है, घर में बनाना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. So what I try to do is I try to make my way, the lowest calorie version possible. Cooking is not related to your gender. Cooking is something which you should know, and you should know how to cook. I can't stress enough on this part. I think fitness actually makes you a good cook. If you want to eat something, if you want to eat tasty stuff, then you have to learn how to make it. As simple as that. Or you don't eat it, you make your diet so boring, and if your diet is boring, believe me, you will not be able to stick to it for a long time. And the most important thing which actually changed my mindset was peer pressure में आके हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें खा लेते हैं and we end up regretting eating. I used to do that a lot. So I used to eat sometimes food because somebody is asking me to eat. अगर नहीं खाया तो उनको बुरा लग जाएगा, तो ऐसा होता था. And I realized that over the period of time, temporary feeling which somebody gets when they force feed you something, they feel happy about it, that okay, मैंने उनको बोला, उन्होंने खा लिया. And I realized that I do not want to give that power to anyone. This is my choice to eat or not to eat. If somebody is asking me to eat, probably I'll just taste it, but I'll not finish that meal or that thing if I do not want to. Okay, so now something about how I lost fat. Okay, I never shared this number anywhere. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may notice that I'm quite active on my page and I keep sharing my progress pictures, my workout videos, a lot of other stuff as well. I never shared this number actually. I shared how many inches I lost when I did my cut back in December 2021, but I never shared how many kgs I lost when I started my cut. Started at 67 kgs of body weight and I ended my cut at 55 kgs. I lost almost around 12 kgs and you will see a lot of change and you may feel that कि अच्छा 10 kgs नहीं है, शायद ज़्यादा हो सकता है, हो सकता है. Some people will also say कि थोड़ा कम है. You need to do one thing with your weighing machine. You need to throw it away as far as you can. It's not really something which is telling you how fit you are or how fit you can be. Understand your stats, understand your measurements, understand your progress pictures you are taking weekly on a weekly basis. Understand your performance while you are doing exercises in the gym. अगर उनमें improvement आ रहा है, then believe me, you are doing a lot better. You do not need to chase some specific body weight कि अच्छा at 50 kgs of body weight I should be looking my best या 55 पे वो best हो जाएगा. That's not the right way of doing it. And if you are more, weight oriented, you will be very disappointed throughout the journey. You all know that in order to lose fat, we need to create a calorie deficit or energy deficit. Now, I'll not be discussing about what energy deficit is. बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा वीडियो, बहुत टेक्निकल हो जाएगा. I don't want to go into that. When I made my diet, I made it so simple. Literally, I was not feeling like I'm on a diet. I was eating everything but with a quantified portion. Quantifying your meals actually gives you a power in your hand that you can manipulate your results over the period of time. It actually, did wonders for me. I can vouch for it that if you are starting your fitness journey and you want to see results week on week, first thing you need to do is throw away your weighing machine. Second thing you need to do is start taking your measurements. Third thing you need to do is you need to start following a quantified diet and make your diet as sustainable as possible ताकि don't want to eat out, you don't want to deviate from your diet. Keep including diet breaks in between. Diet breaks are simple. It doesn't mean you have to break your diet. It means that you eat very decent calories for a brief period and then you again go back into deficit. The question is, when you are making your diet, what all food items you can put. I'm a hardcore non-vegetarian. Though I'm coming from a vegetarian family, people have this approach, that all-in approach कि अगर करेंगे तो अच्छे से करेंगे और ये चीज़ नहीं खाएंगे तो नहीं खाएंगे और खाएंगे तो अच्छे से खा लेंगे. Make very crazy challenges that no sugar, gluten, no certain food item. So do not try to eliminate, any food group. You try to include everything which you like, but do it in a proper way. When you're making your diet, is about the calories part. You look after the calories. Okay, इतना calories मुझे खाना है. Second thing would be you pay attention to the protein food items. You fix your protein intake, and then rest of the things, carbohydrates and fats, anything which you want to include. Food choices could be literally anything आप जो भी खाते हैं. If you're a non-vegetarian, chicken डालो, eggs डालो, paneer, soya, right? A lot of other protein food, whey protein. Carbohydrates में you can have oats, bread, rice, wheat, anything which you enjoy eating. उसको इतना अच्छा बना दो ताकि you don't want to eat out. 20% of the calories can come from stuffs which actually makes you happy. Cookies, like chocolates, and that's how I planned it. And that's how I plan for my trainees as well who come to me for fat loss or muscle gain. I try to make their diet as simple as possible, or they enjoy everything and they don't want to eat out. That's the funda too, if you want to stick to a diet in long run. And uske baad hai important is training routine. I mean, I've seen people doing so many mistakes in the gym. Okay, that's like exercise execution. And why do you want to change your training plan too often? You keep your training simple, you keep your training constant, same exercises over the period of time. Just try to increase the weights, just try to do more reps, more sets over the period of time. Get better at it. Do not change your training plan very often. If I tell you, I never did cardio, I never used any cardio machine in the gym during the time of my cut. Even now when I'm gaining muscle, I have never used any cardio machine in this. I was just making sure how my NEAT levels are. I was tracking my steps, and that's all I did throughout the process. And I never overdid the steps as well. The maximum number of steps I have done, even during the time of cut, I think was the number was 10,000 or 11,000, 12,000 max. Itna simple hai. But I don't know why people make it so complicated. All the things, all the food items which I was eating during the time of my cut, I'm still eating them today. Like really, the portion size has increased now because this is how your eating habits changes when you are trying to add muscle and when you're trying to lose fat. ऐसा नहीं है कि carbohydrates बंद कर दो या fat खाने से fat हो जाता है. इतने सारे myths हैं around fitness. I cannot tell you. It is simple. It's just that we make it so complicated that कुछ लोगों का ऐसा टेंडेंसी होता है कि if it's not tough enough for me to follow, then it's not working for me. Making oats the evening time. और इस टाइम तक आते आते ना मुझे बहुत भूख लगना शुरू हो जाती है. I want to eat something like which is filling, and oats are very handy. I can like easily make it. I'm going to take like 40 grams of oats और थोड़ा सा milk होगा, and again थोड़ा सा milk for me is like quantification. Almost 97 ml of milk. Also going to add chia seeds. Thing around chia seeds, सबको लगता है कि chia seeds are very healthy. I am agreeing on the fact that they are healthy, but उनमें calories है dude. लोगों को लगता है कि chia seeds लिया तो कितना भी लिया. You can take chia seeds, but they are very high in fat. Be mindful about what all you are adding in your food. कम है calories, but calories है उनके अंदर. I love blueberries, I love strawberries, I love all the citrus fruits. I am also going to add some portion of chocolate in my oats. Approximately 8 grams. Oatmeal is incomplete without banana. I don't know why some people are so afraid of eating bananas. I mean, people blame banana because वो misconceptions है ना कि banana and milk makes you fat. It's the calories, overall calories which you eat extra makes you fat. And who likes to eat oatmeal जो मीठा ना हो? So I'm going to add sugar free as well in my oatmeal. I mean, you see, it is just like literally so simple to make these oats, and then now I can focus on my work as well because I'm well fed. Dieting is easy. It's us who makes it so complicated, and then we start blaming that okay, it is so tough to follow. It is, I know at some point of time it gets so tough. जब outings होते हैं, family events होते हैं, to stick to our eating pattern. It is challenging. ऐसे सोचो अगर इतना easy होता तो हर कोई हमारे सामने fit नहीं होता. It requires a lot of effort, patience चाहिए, a lot of consistency. It is so worth it. I mean, the kind of results you see in yourself, the way you look, the way you perform in the gym. Enjoy this journey as much as you can, because if you're not enjoying this journey, this whole journey is going to be a burden on you. I should little heat it up because the chocolate is still not soft enough. But I really love this meal. I always keep these things as a part of my diet. ये कभी change नहीं होते. I mean, I don't leave my maple syrup, I don't leave my chocolate. कुछ certain portion में I always keep them. Most of the time, जब तक मेरे पास scope है, और जब scope नहीं होता है, then ठीक है, that's okay. I try to manage. But जब तक scope है, I try to add all my favorite food items as a part of my diet, ताकि मुझे ना मेरा डाइट का भी बर्डन ना बने मेरे लिए. I should always be able to enjoy what I'm eating, and this is how it is. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I tried my bit, and if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comment section what all you want to see on my page. See you.